I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade, never enough. You came along, put me back together, and every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Hey. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing is better than you. And I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of the mountain is the God of the valley. There's not a place your mercy and grace won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. Lord, there's nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing, better than you. Lord, there's nothing is better than you. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who cares. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who cares. You turn graves into gardens. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who cares. You're the only one.
Hey friends, as you can see, I'm in my garage today. I mostly just want to power wash the floor. I usually take these bins down and clean them up, but I actually hurt my elbow a little while back and it's still not fully healed, so I think I'm going to take it easy today and not push myself to pull those bins down because it hurts to put pressure on this arm. So I think pulling those bins down is gonna be too much today, but that's okay. I did take those bins down and clean them all out completely last spring. I can link that video down in my description box below if you want to see that process. But now that I have a power washer, I was so excited to get out here and clean my garage floor. I have been having to put this video off because of how hot it has stayed in Austin this summer. We're headed almost into fall, and I think the high today, actually the high today is only 94, but it is quite humid and hot this morning. So I'm already sweating, but that's okay. So I thought I would take you along for some garage cleaning motivation. Hopefully in your part of the world, it's a little bit cooler outside and easier to clean your garage, but let's get this done.
You're the only one who
I did forget to mention that since today is Thursday, this is a Thoughtful Thursday video. And if you're new around here or just don't know what that means, on my channel, every Thursday, I like to share some meaningful thoughts in my voiceover. And so in just a little bit here, I will be sharing my thoughts with you. Okay, friends, if you have been around for a while and have heard my Thoughtful Thursday thoughts, you might know that I share a variety of things. Some weeks I'm thinking about something simple like decluttering or organizing, and other weeks I'm thinking about more serious or deeper things, but I like to share it all with you. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that over last weekend, I went on a women's retreat with my church. Because of that, I have been really processing everything I learned over the weekend, and I wanted to share with you. Admittedly, I hesitated to share this just because I know that faith-based content doesn't resonate with everyone, but I was really feeling like I was supposed to share this, even if it is to encourage just one person. I don't often share this vulnerably here on my channel, so this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I know that that is good for me to do from time to time. First, I wanted to share that while on the retreat, I felt a little frustrated or disappointed. I usually feel spiritually energized on women's retreats, but this weekend was different. I was not feeling it, so to speak. I was not feeling as emotional as I typically would feel on a retreat. In hindsight, I realized that I was really absorbing it all because over the last few days, I've really been processing and feeling very spiritually renewed. And it's funny that I would use that word renewed, but it is so appropriate. But it's funny because that was actually the theme of the retreat. I think while I was there, it was hard for me to really process everything because I wasn't getting as much sleep as I usually do. I wasn't eating as healthy as I usually do, and I wasn't able to exercise. In addition to that, I think my mind was distracted. Being on this trip made me realize how addicted I am to my phone. Although I don't necessarily mindlessly scroll on social media apps a lot, I do mindlessly open social media apps just to respond to comments, look for likes, and to read different chats that I'm a part of on those apps. After this weekend, I have decided to set up boundaries on social media. I actually used to have this boundary of not getting on social media at all on Sundays for my day off, but somehow that just crept back in as I wanted to keep up with some of the chats that I'm involved in. But I've decided I really want to get back to no social media on Sundays. I have also been practicing just leaving my phone in another room so that I'm not constantly inundating myself with media while I work. So while I was on this retreat, the main thing that one of the speakers said that really resonated with me was the idea that it is okay if you feel like you are in a season of God being quiet. You may look around and feel like God is being so loud with other people. They seem to be experiencing Him in an emotional way, or they seem more passionate about their faith. But just because God is quiet doesn't mean He's not working, and it doesn't mean He is not present. He is still working and present in your circumstances. This really resonated with me since, like I said, I was just not feeling the emotional feels that I usually feel on a retreat like this. One of the speakers shared the analogy of a tree in the winter. What we see when we look at that tree is barrenness. It is stripped of its leaves and it almost looks like it's dead. But did you know that it is in the winter season that the tree's roots grow deeper? This is the season for the tree to grow deeper to find the water. We are the same way. It is in the season of barrenness that we can grow deeper in our faith. Sometimes it's in this season of barrenness or season of difficulty when everything is being stripped away from us that we can more accurately see what unhealthy thing we are turning to in order to fill the void in our lives. Because of my faith, I believe that God is the place I should be turning to for comfort, peace, joy, contentment. So often we think other things like maybe social media, entertainment, food, alcohol, shopping, you name it, that those things will give us the positive feelings we're looking for. But truthfully, so often those things just leave us wanting. The other big takeaway that I had from this weekend is this idea that God is there. He is present even amidst the trials that I'm going through. I know I don't share in detail some of the things I've been going through over the last several years, but I really value and think that boundaries on social media are very important. But nevertheless, I have been going through some tough things. I didn't realize just how much until one time I was talking to my therapist and listing everything that had happened in my life over the last 5 years and listing it all together. I realized, wow, that is a lot. And all through this time, I had been praying for the situations, for the people involved in those situations. I prayed alone and I prayed with friends. And I'll be honest, I started to feel really discouraged, wondering if God could even hear me anymore, feeling like God was, quiet. But over the past few months, I've started to see movement. I've started to see glimpses of change. I've started to see the answering of long-standing prayers. Years of prayers. We often don't see what God is doing until we are looking through the lens of hindsight. As I was processing this weekend, I kept thinking about God's timing, how His timing is better than my timing, how I learned so much in the past several years about myself, about relationships, about people. I have grown so much as a person, and I wouldn't trade that for the comfortable life that I thought I wanted. God is present. Even in the quietness, even in the trials, He is there. Well, friends, I know this was a heavy chat today. If you stuck with me through this, I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to process the experience I had this weekend with you. As always, I love to hear your thoughts too. Let me know your thoughts on what I shared today. Even if there is something you disagree with me on or something you're questioning, I'm open to dialogue about it. I wanted to share a worship song that we sang over the weekend. Unfortunately, I can't play it for you because of copyright infringement. So if you would like to look it up, you could do that. The title of the worship song is Make Room. Today, I'm making room for whatever God wants to do in my life, and I trust that He can still work amidst the trials. I hope that you might stick around for the rest of this video for even more cleaning motivation for your day. Okay, so I did decide to pull down one box. That's because we had so much extra lawn care stuff that wasn't put in the box. And so I was trying to rearrange it to get the things to fit, but not everything would fit. We obviously need to go through this, but I need my husband's help as most of this stuff is stuff that he purchased. So I'm not sure if he would like to still use it or if there are things we can get rid of. So I will need to ask him. I did also want to take the time to clean off this tool chest, the smaller one and the bigger one. I did go through the drawers in the bigger part of the tool chest, but those really tiny drawers, I decided I'm going to go through on a different day just because it would have been a lot of tedious work and I just didn't have time to do it on this day, but it was nice to get it mostly cleaned up and I did go through the larger drawers.
Open up, let the light in. 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 Open up, let the
Isn't it just like heaven when you walk into the room? There's not a thing that's hidden when every eye is on you. Can't get enough of your presence. It's the perfect point of view. Isn't it just like heaven? Come a little closer, stay a little longer. I can't get enough of you. Come a little closer, stay a little longer. I can't get enough of you. Doesn't it sound like heaven when you're singing over me? There's not a voice more constant. Your melodies, they never cease. Here I will stand in your presence, in my true identity. Doesn't it sound like, yeah, it sounds like, just like heaven. Come a little closer, stay a little longer. I can't get enough of you. Come a little closer, stay a little longer. I can't get enough of you.
I decided that even though I didn't want to pull each of these boxes down, I could at least clean off the front of them since I had the all-purpose cleaner out anyway.
I can't get enough of you.
Okay, friends, that is all for today's video. I do hope you found the cleaning portion of this video motivational for you, and I hope that you are inspired or encouraged by what I shared for my Thoughtful Thursday thoughts. But as always, thank you so much for watching this video until the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.